Welcome, traveler, to a realm where ages entwine and forgotten wisdom whispers on the winds. Today we journey to a time when nature's embrace was a warrior's shield, and the language of leaves was their battle cry. We unraveled the secrets of a civilization that dared to trust the silent strength of the forest over the gleaming might of blades. Did they make the right choice? You decide. They never built walls. They never forged blades. Yet for centuries, no army could conquer them. Hidden deep within a vast and mysterious forest, there lived a tribe that trusted trees more than steel. Their defense wasn't force, it was wisdom. Strangers who entered their land found nothing, no guards, no weapons, not even warnings. But those who meant harm rarely returned. For this tribe had mastered something far more powerful than war. They had bonded with the forest. They were masters of blending in, making themselves nearly invisible. The warriors of the outside world never understood it. They thought the natives had magic. Each step was purposeful. When the locals walked, they stepped lightly, taking care not to disturb the forest floor. They understood that every rustle of leaves and snap of twigs could reveal their position to outsiders. These warriors, they knew how to become one with the trees, moving silently through the forest, always ready to disappear around the next bend. This way of moving was more than just stealth. It was a philosophy. They didn't want to be seen because they didn't want to be targets. But they also didn't want to see the outsiders because that meant conflict. Every tree, they said, had a memory. Every vine carried a message. The paths shifted. Roots tangled. The leaves whispered. Outsiders became lost in minutes. Sounds deceived. Distances changed. Time warped. Even the sun seemed to vanish under the heavy canopy. They were lost in a green labyrinth. There were no landmarks, only trees. No directions, only paths that twisted back on themselves. The outsiders struggled to navigate. The forest was alive, and it was confusing. The locals called it the living shield. It wasn't superstition, it was design. For generations, the tribe had planted trees not for fruit, but for protection. They studied wind patterns, the way animals moved, the way shadows fell. Every tree, every bush, every hidden hollow was part of a vast natural defense system that no sword could ever break. They turned the forest itself into a weapon, and it worked. History remembers empires that ruled by force, but this tribe resisted without ever raising a hand. The invaders became confused. Their horses refused to move forward. Arrows missed unseen targets. Spears sank into mud where the ground once seemed solid. The jungle fought for its people, not with noise, but with silence. And it was a silence that screamed surrender. So how did they learn this? The elders say the knowledge came from watching animals, how they vanished in plain sight, how they survived without confrontation. When a leopard stalked its prey, when a monkey climbed into the safety of the trees, when a bird took flight, all taught valuable lessons. They learned to live in harmony with the forest, becoming so interconnected that the forest itself would rise to protect them. And it wasn't just about hiding. That was a big mistake outsiders made. They thought these people were weak, that they had to be conquered. But that's not what the tribe taught. They believed in coexisting so deeply with the forest that the forest itself would rise to protect them. The tribe was patient. They waited for generations for the forest to grow, to thicken, to become an impenetrable barrier. They understood that true strength was not in numbers or brute force, but in unity with nature. Even their children knew how to signal the trees, rubbing certain leaves together to release scents that warned birds, who then triggered a chain of alarms across the jungle. The birds would fly to the threatened areas and perch on the highest branches, making their presence known with loud, urgent calls. This alerted the nearby humans, who would then act accordingly. So no soldier could sneak past their unseen network. When enemies got close, the forest fought back. Arset thorns grew sharp. Vines tightened around ankles. Leaves dripped sap on outstretched arms, and roots tripped charging horses. Nature's wrath was swift and unrelenting. If anyone dared invade, the trees would make sure they paid the price. This wasn't a place you could conquer. It was a place you couldn't win. In the end, the invaders either surrendered or turned back, defeated before they even reached their destination. How long did it take? Well, that's hard to say. These people didn't keep records like other cultures. They didn't need to. They lived in the moment, adapting, surviving, thriving. The forest grew with them, changing with the seasons, enduring storms, droughts, and time. They existed in harmony with the forest, so they didn't need to conquer it. But the outsiders couldn't understand that. They saw only what they could, not what they couldn't. And what they couldn't see, they couldn't defend against. No matter how strong or strategic the enemy was, nature always won. And that's why no one conquered them. For thousands of years, the forest stood strong, protecting the tribe. But things change. People move. Sometimes the forest is all that remains. Today, the forest still stands, but the tribe has mostly vanished, leaving behind stone markers wrapped in roots and stories carved into the bark of ancient trees. But the trees remain and they still whisper. Some say, if you enter that jungle with greed, the path bends back to your starting point. But if you walk with respect, the forest opens just like it once did for the tribe that proved peace isn't weakness when nature fights for you. As we conclude our journey through this tale, let us ponder the profound truths it imparts. In a world that often glorifies conquest and material wealth, this narrative serves as a beacon of a different path, one that champions harmony and respect for the natural world. The tribe's unwavering commitment to non-confrontation, though seemingly passive, was a powerful testament to the strength found in unity with nature. They recognized that true power doesn't always lie in brute force, but can also be found in the resilience and adaptability of the natural world. By embracing a lifestyle in tune with the rhythms of the forest, they created a fortress that no conventional army could breach. This ancient tribe offers us a timeless perspective. In an era where sustainability and environmental consciousness are increasingly vital, their story resonates as a reminder of the intricate bond we share with the planet. By nurturing this connection, we too can tap into a wellspring of resilience and strength, ensuring that our own paths are guided by wisdom and balance. If this tale has touched your soul, we invite you to engage with us in the comments below. Share your thoughts, experiences, and insights. Your voice matters. Give this video a like if you've been inspired by the tribe's harmonious way of life and their profound respect for nature. And if you're not already part of our community, don't forget to subscribe to The Forgotten Path. Join us in keeping these narratives alive, ensuring that the timeless wisdom they hold continues to resonate for generations to come. Together, we can keep the flame of ancient wisdom burning bright, illuminating our path towards a more harmonious and sustainable future. Now it's your turn to ignite the conversation. What resonates with you the most about the tribe's journey? Share your thoughts in the comments. Also, check out this video next, which will continue to open your mind further. Thanks for watching. See you soon.